Okay, we had a little bathroom break, and all I could think about was dinner, because that's just who I am as a person. And I'm thinking ravioli.
Oh,
Okay.
after all the Thai food talk we just had,
I know, but I already got my mindset on the ravioli.
now we're thinking frozen ravioli, and then we cook it at home.
I'm thinking frozen ravioli. We cook it at home because,
Okay,
as
I hear you.
you know, we keep talking sleepy girl on this podcast. Like, I saw this funny meme the other day, and it was like, I love how people say quick 5-minute dinner, and then like you start chopping onions. Like, you've lost me. You know.
Yeah, but
So frozen ravioli.
This is the girl who would make a batch of like 24 cinnamon buns from scratch. She would make the dough from scratch, everything from scratch.
I still do that. Just
I know,
only on special
but I'm
occasions.
saying says the girl.
I know. I'll get back to my like good cooking era.
Okay.
But anyway, Mads, what are we talking about today?
Well, okay, so the idea from this came from the first season of filming the 20-something playbook, which was like a year ago, almost like to the day. And a lot of people were talking about this thing called a Saturn Return in your 20s, which is basically...
God, I forgot about
going
all that.
Lindsay
So
today.
many people talked about this Saturn Return, which basically means that apparently when you turn 28,
Hell and I
if
just
you're
mouth
doing-
to each other.
we just
Return?
judged
you for saying return instead of return. We both just literally...
Elle and I literally just looked at each
made
other
eye
and went,
contact.
return?
Return?
I've never heard you say that before. But continue.
Anyway, sorry. That was...
Least important
making
part
me
of the whole
overthink
thing.
again. Basically, like...
We're what you think about before bed.
Exactly. You're part of my nightmares.
Oh,
You're the whole reason why I overthink.
okay.
Okay.
Gotta keep you humble.
Yes. So so basically when you turn 28, if you're doing the right things in like all these different areas of your life, like for example, when you turn 28, if you're in the wrong relationship, it's going to like end really badly. Or if you're bad with finances, it's all going to fall apart. Like that is like the testing year that I read. And like, I don't know how true this is, but when I was reading it, it got me inspired.
Oh, you're saying this because you're 27.
Yeah.
Yes. No, but
How
what
much
got
for
me
28?
Well, yeah, apparently. So what got me inspired
can't
by
wait.
How
it.
does
This
it
is
make
why-
you feel?
This is
Well,
why
I feel where I'm getting with this is that I feel
Sorry.
like it was like basically the things you haven't been taking care of and ignoring are going to like fall apart. And I'm reading this when I was 26 at the time. And I was like, again, I don't know how true this is, but it inspired me to like think and like take control of certain areas of my life. And one of the main things
that's
for
why
me,
you've been going to therapy. Makes sense.
She's been going to therapy for a while.
I know, but
since
that's why
I
you
was
went
20,
back.
that's not the reason. But,
Oh, okay.
but
Go ahead.
no, that's far. But so for me, it was finances. It was like I wasn't making money really, and I didn't
And who
feel like
told
I was.
you to get a job?
Again,
this
Elle?
again.
Who suggested?
And
Okay.
I just like didn't feel like I was very good with my finances. I wasn't bad with money, but like I just didn't feel like I understood how it worked. And like I have this, I really want to become successful in my life. And I thought, okay, well, when I get to a point in my life where I'm making a lot of money, I don't want to mismanage it. I want to be really good with my money. I want to be smart. Like we have a lot of friends in our lives who are really good with their money and really smart with their money, and they're in their 20s or they've learned from their family and things like that. So like I just got inspired, and like the Saturn Return thing really woke me up.
Return. Go ahead.
Moment of silence for that. Wow. I was gonna say.
Imagine
Wait,
that's
I'll
like
let you
the
finish,
actual-
and then
No, go
I'll
ahead.
tell you a Rihanna story. Did
I
you guys
wanted
not
to
see
say,
this?
no, I wanted to say quickly though is that this is why I love being the younger sister, because I can see how her Saturn return affects her, and then I can gauge what kind of disaster I'm in for.
Yeah,
You know,
I know. Apparently,
Like,
that's like what's bad about being an older sibling is you got to go through everything first.
I
And
know,
the younger ones
like,
are just like,
guinea
okay.
pig.
Yeah, that's what's hard. It's
it is
true.
a treacherous journey.
I
It's a
forgot
treacherous
that was in
journey.
your 28. You're gonna be 28 next year. That's
Don't
crazy.
even remind me, girl.
I was gonna say about finances, and then I'll like. Do you have something to
No,
say?
go ahead.
I saw this thing of Rihanna. I don't know if it's true. I was telling you this. Do you remember? Apparently,
Oh,
she like went on her first tour, made a ton of money, and she trusted these like financial advisors. And then apparently when she got off the tour, she had nothing left. Like she couldn't even buy a house. And she made like a lot of money on this tour. And so her money was severely mismanaged by these financial advisors, which is like terrifying thought. Like you'd think a financial advisor would know
but
what to
that's
do with
why
your
I
money.
wanted to like become financially
Yes.
literate, because you can have people around you, especially I think the more successful you become in life, the more like yes men you could have in your life.
If bad gal Riri
That's what I'm
could
saying.
be affected,
I was
That's
gonna
what I'm
say though,
saying.
I don't know if the story's true, but apparently now everything is ran by her. Like she doesn't actually like she obviously hired new financial advisors,
And it inspired.
but she's still the one that's financially literate.
And it
not
inspired
illiterate.
what song?
Bitch better have my money. Yes. I forgot about that
And
part.
another explicit
Thank you for
podcast
reminding
in the
me.
books.
Yes.
We're another
Yeah, but I
explicit-
think
This
it's
time
like-
it was Elle's fault.
It was worth
And
it.
it's like been
Yeah.
interesting because through that journey of like me realizing I wanted to become financially literate.
Yeah.
I ended up getting a job working in finance, which is really funny. So like
Yeah.
I'm a finance man now, which
The
is really
finance
funny.
baddie.
You are a
And I've learned
finance
so
man.
much about
But you
money.
don't wear vests.
Don't even get me started on that.
Well,
Too
But
many
she
vests.
is on Bay Street.
Too many vests on Bay Street, yes. So like it's been really interesting learning about like honestly just this past 9 months I've been at this job working in finance. It's a financial technology company and I'm a social media manager. Like I'm not managing people's money, but working at this company I've learned so much about money and how you manage it because that's the whole premise of
Yes.
the business I'm working at. And it's just been so interesting to see the learning curve I've had. Like now I'm like I don't know, like I never used to have like savings.
yeah.
You know, like just like simple
But what
things
did
like that
you
budget.
have instead?
5 pairs of Aritzia pants.
Which ones?
The Melina pant.
How much were they each pair?
I think they were like $150. This was during COVID, okay?
These were during her dark
We
era.
And
all
I
made bad
got
choices
a
back
green
then.
pair, a brown pair, a burgundy pair, a beige pair, and a sand colored pair. And how many times
like,
have I
what
worn
is
these
the difference
pants?
between sand and beige, Matt?
That's what I was gonna
Warm
say.
tone and cool tone.
Oh.
And
She's
how
also
many
into her
times?
color palettes.
Yeah. How many times have I wore these pants? Like they don't even look good. I barely worn them at all. Worst financial decision I ever made.
Yeah.
What's the worst financial decision you've made?
Me?
Let's go there.
Let's go there. Do I make bad choices?
No.
Like personally, probably, but not necessarily with my money. I get very bad buyer's remorse. So I
feel
think
like you're
long
very
and
careful
hard.
with your money.
I think long and hard
Almost
before
to
I
like,
get
Ava and I
things.
are almost like the opposite where
Yeah, like
we're
I'm almost
so
like
bad
to a
that
fault.
like,
Like I can like I'm really good at like ruining fun for myself by like overthinking something to the point where it's not fun anymore. I do that a lot, but it saves me a lot of money.
Well, you end up missing a lot. Like I know like there'll be a sale and then you'll wait and then the item will go out of stock.
that happened
and
the
you'll
other
miss your
day
chance.
because my dad's been talking about those Ray-Ban Wayfarers. You know, the classic. Like I think he said they were in Top Gun. They were like popular.
Dad's a big Top Gun guy.
Dad's a big Top Gun guy. We named our dog Maverick. He deserves that name actually. It, like really suits him.
Okay.
As you could just see my brain go to another planet. But anyway, my dad was talking about these sunglasses, and I was like, okay, I think I want these.
Yeah.
Elle got them first, and she was like, don't miss the sale. Like it's not gonna last.
Well, yeah, they never go on.
they never
sale.
go on sale. She's like, they're like 20% off.
And I've
Get
been
them.
thinking about them for a while. It's a big purchase.
I waited so long. I did miss the sale. I went on that one night. I was like, have you gotten your sunglasses yet? I was like, oh no, shit, I gotta do that. I go on, sale's done. I start panicking, you know, like typing away. I ended up finding a 30% discount. So that
So
was
who's laughing
so
now?
you were fine.
so who's laughing now, Elle? I waited so
Still
long
me,
that I had
always.
to panic, and that panic took me a place greater than where you ended. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Where we were going with this
What a
conversation
bold
is that
story.
I
that
hope
was completely
I hope
off topic.
I hope my Saturn return.
Return. Girl, I don't know.
Girl, it's return.
Whoa, no,
Return?
it's not. I gotta stop you right
Comment
there.
below if it's return or return, and I don't know how you're going to differentiate the two. Get
Oh
creative.
gosh, that's brutal. I've never heard you say. You've never
Saturn
said.
return. Now you've
Thank
bullied
you.
me.
Gosh.
Saturn
Okay,
return.
continue.
That's what we do.
My hope is that my Saturn return, I will have done the right things. Like I feel like
Yeah.
I'll be there. You know what I mean? I was like
Man, I
preparing
hope so,
myself.
too.
Same, but I'm not taking
feel like I'm
any
on the right
action
track.
on that. You know, so
I don't think you need
I
to.
am.
I'm like, let's just see.
I opened a high
You get
interest
to
savings
live through
account.
my.
All thanks to my friend over here.
I got you hooked up.
Girl
I
got
was
me
too
hooked up
poor
with
to
a
open up.
3% interest.
I was too poor
Yeah.
to open up a high interest savings account, but
That
I
also
will
that gave her a
not
lot of
be.
anxiety for a while. Matt and I were
Yeah.
like saving because we also live at home.
Yeah,
Thank God.
So we can
Thank
save
you,
a
Mom
lot of
and Dad.
money. Thank goodness.
No, literally, my mom jokes like she's like my little money banks because like we're just living at home.
We were actually at work today. We were
big
talking
girl
about
salary.
we were talking about the price of groceries at work today, and then like they were saying like, how does it affect you? Because like one of my friends at work is like, you know, lives with her fiance like together, and the other one's like 50 and married. And I was like, I still live at home, so like it doesn't even it's not even
I know.
relevant.
I laugh like even some of my one of my friends lives downtown, and she was like, we're going on a trip to the UK soon, and And we decided to do that because we're like, we have a lot of money saved up. Like, we can all take time off work. And we're like, let's just do it. Like, we've never been. We've always wanted to go. We're going to London specifically. And so I was talking to one of my friends who, like, has to pay for her apartment. Her parents downsized. So she was, like, not kicked out, but basically it was like, it was basically like there was no room for you here anymore. So she had to leave, which is why I keep saying I'm grateful mom and dad are okay with us still living under their roof. Yeah. But she's like, oh my God. She's like, go to London. Do like, you know, like you have that money saved up. Like, you know, you don't have to pay. And whenever I go to her house, I always want to bring snacks or something. Cause I'm like, I eat her snacks and I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't want to eat your snacks.
I think I also like with our mom and dad, like if I go to the grocery store, like run an errand, like I try to pay myself. Like I'm like, they're paying for so much.
Have you seen those memes where it's like trying to ride on my parents' phone bill for as long as possible?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't do that anymore.
I know.
And I think you shouldn't either if you're I'm making your own bank.
Yes. Yeah. I have a friend who's like married with child and like still their parents pay.
Yeah.
I want to ask you who, but I don't want to out them. So we're talk about it later.
But I think like one of the things too from like a financial perspective is like most of my life, like I wasn't very motivated by money, but then it gets to a point actually doing this podcast was what made us want to get a job.
Yeah. And it's what
really
also
to pay for it.
It's also what made me realize well, we also spent a lot of money making the podcast.
That's what I'm
saying.
Like traveled.
The bank accounts were dwindling.
And I was like, I need to make money.
Self-funded,
yeah. But I also feel like it's so normal in your 20s to not be financially literate. Like even me, like I'm trying, but like I still feel like there's a lot I don't know.
I think you're responsible with your money.
I am, and I think that's good. Like the buyer's remorse really helps, but
I think it's like
they need to start like taking action on like even mom keeps being like, did you invest? Have you invested?
So I need to get better at investing. I'm like, okay. I've gotten better with saving. Like whenever I get a paycheck, I put stuff aside.
Yeah,
that's
and
important.
I think that's great. And that will
when we talked to Dow Janes,
serve me well.
Yeah.
She said that. She said
spend
always
money on your values. I thought that was good that she said. In
that was good too. Yeah, spend money on your values.
That really resonated for me.
Values are clothes.
No, your values are clothes in London.
Traveling. Yes.
Travel. Wow. Yes. I have a savings account for travel. I have a savings account for our screenwriting and podcast.
How we see travel is buying memories.
Yes.
So I just think it's important to live. Like I'm not of the lifestyle of like save and never live.
There's a balance.
I know you're not the lifestyle of save.
But I'm pretty. I think
it's about finding the balance that's right for you. Also, like thinking about your future and like what you might have to save and maybe have to sacrifice things. But for us right now, I think we're in a comfortable place where we can save and then.
I think the thing that's been hard for me is like being in your 20s. I think when you're a teenager, you have a sense of like being your 20s is going to be more fun financially because like you grow up with rom-coms, right? And it's like. Yeah, it is, but
like I have more money than I did when I was a teenager.
For sure. But then you also have like
I couldn't afford trips when I was a teenager.
No, but like you just kind of have that vibe of like I want to have fun all the time.
Yeah. When you're a teenager?
Yeah, and like I thought my 20s would be more fun. Okay. It's like that Kate Moss quote, like why the F can I have fun? Like on the inside, if I could, I feel like I would do that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's an alternative universe where I would never get a job. And
there
I would
was
just, like,
a time
you would travel and
I
live
don't think that's in your like I think everyone's different, but like we were talking about this in our previous episode about overthinking and how that can bite you. I think it would get like just as people that like I feel like we like to use our brains and I like having like puzzles to solve. Like even when I was unemployed, like I'd play piano because it was like hard for my brain. Like I liked things that like challenged me.
What you couldn't do is I saw this girl who posted and she goes, I turned 22 in Indonesia. I turned 23 in Spain. I turned 24. I'm getting all the countries wrong, but you get the point. I turned 24 in Australia. I turned 25 in Thailand. And she goes, where am I going to turn 26? And I'm like, damn girl, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
the world is literally your oyster.
I couldn't really do that. Like if I need, like you said, I need to use my brain. But I admire the people who can do that. Can I just say?
The thing is, like, I agree with you. I think my ideal lifestyle would be to travel and like have fun as much as possible. And like, which doesn't even make a lot of sense, but like be working a lot and like be really successful and like competent at what I'm doing.
Okay.
And be able to do our screenwriting, make a TV show, like always making a new show constantly. And then in the interim, traveling.
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds
Bus
wonderful.
Train Club. That would be my ideal.
That sounds fun.
With you guys.
Is there
obviously.
a couch in that dream anywhere?
I don't care about couches.
Because I'll be on it.
Yeah, I know you will.
Okay.
I was also going to say there was a point in our 20s where we were living like a millionaire on a reception.
That was really funny, actually. Yes. That's a funny finance story.
We went to a friend's wedding
in
that
Cabo,
was in
Mexico.
Cabo. It was an expensive resort.
Ain't a cheap place.
But we really wanted to go. We don't see this friend of ours very much because she lives so far away.
And she's a dear friend.
very dear friends. We're like, we really want to go. And also, like, we hadn't traveled, the three of us, in a while.
And when
We're
else?
like,
It was like
fun.
one of those like 4-day weddings. Like when else are you gonna go to something?
Yeah, and
there?
also,
it
like,
was,
pickleball, a welcome
so
party. It
fun.
was
Yeah.
like,
and you could
it was
like
very fun.
RSVP for this wedding like a month before,
Which was very
So
generous
we
of them
could,
to
which
do
was
that.
very generous. So we could figure out if
Our
we could go
financial
or not,
situation.
like right before.
And at the time, we were working a serving job, so we
got the serving job so that we could pay for it.
literally why we got that serving job.
Yeah, and so
We also did it together. That was quite the scene.
That was
and at
hilarious.
that serving job, we didn't get tips,
no tips.
minimum wage, so we had to we'd put the
Like
hours
when we
in,
weren't working
you
the
know?
serving job, we were working with a production company at the time on our screenplay. Like it was hustle.
It was hustle, but just so everyone knows, screenwriting, you don't get paid until like it's greenlit and
Yeah,
you're
so
making
we
it.
weren't-
So
we
we
weren't
weren't
making
making money then. We aren't making money now from
Not
it.
yet.
Not yet. That's why it's our side hustle.
Yeah.
But anyway, that just for context.
Yeah,
But
when
we literally lived like millionaires on a receptionist salary.
We got to the
On
hotel
a server salary.
and we got like a
Server
discount
salary.
on this expensive
$18
hotel.
an hour.
We got a discount on it because of the wedding party. Like almost all the guests
Stayed
at this
there.
wedding were staying there. And we got there and it was like we also were like haggard, like rolled out of this van.
Oh my goodness. Looked
They were-
12 years old
I looked
max. I was
awful,
wearing
and,
2
like,
braids.
This was the kind of
Oh,
hotel
true.
where there was like women walking around in like a bikini and heels and like gold jewelry. Like it was very intense.
Yeah, we rolled up to the joint.
We were like
caused
wearing
a
like
ruckus.
sports gear. Like it was really funny. And like we came out of the van and like they were like, "Welcome, Miss McGregor."
Yeah, I was like, I ain't no
Welcome.
miss.
And I was like,
Call me
"Wow, I don't know, man." Like
But yes, that was a very funny experience.
It was funny, it was interesting, it was
We met a
fun.
lot of amazing people at that wedding. Who were
Ironically,
so
I had the worst
lovely.
smoothie of my life.
Yeah.
Chunky.
Sorry,
I
I
had to
got
chew
you
it.
into that.
I had to chew my smoothie.
tasted like
The,
wood.
but the nachos were the
Yeah.
best nachos
Best
I've
nachos
ever had.
Yeah. That was an interesting experience. We never
It
did
was
that
cool.
again, but it was like a one-time like
yeah, we
splurge
we literally,
situation.
like,
That
It was worth
maybe,
it. It was
it
really
was
cool.
so
saved
worth
up.
it,
Do you
but
know
that
how
was
many
maybe
Christmas brunches we had to work for
Oh
that?
we had to
God.
work. Yeah.
And then like
I
the
Christmas
spilled
brunches.
I spilled cranberry mimosas on golf club guests.
Yes.
During one of our shifts
To
to,
get to
there.
that wedding.
So
Just
we
to
paid
get
our
to that
dues. We
wedding.
deserve to be there.
we 1,000% paid our dues.
I don't
to
think
get
the
there.
people that were there knew just
No,
what
they
we
did.
put
I
in.
remember people were
was
coming
funny
to us being
too,
like,
because
"Oh
I
yeah, we
remember-
heard you had to like."
And then I remember too,
Yeah.
like you had to pay for water at the restaurants. Like it was on those.
Oh,
We
and we
didn't
didn't
realize.
I didn't
realize
realize it, and they gave us a water bottle like right when we were about to leave, and then it was on the tab, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
It was on the bill.
I
We were
was-
like,
I was like, "Hello."
we drank every last drop.
We actually took like half an hour. We took all of our cash because we took like obviously like Mexican currency, pesos.
I think it's pesos.
We took all of like the cash and coins, put it on the table, and like it took us half an hour to figure out what
Oh,
we
yeah.
could put together to like
Yeah.
pay for this dinner. But it was
About
a
$10
fun
water.
experience. It felt like you were in one of those like it was quite literally a luxury resort.
Yeah. And I got
And we were just
definitely ill on the way home.
You did. We all got sick. Everyone got sick because everyone was
Everyone got
flying in
sick.
from
It
like
was-
all over the world to this
It
wedding.
was, yeah.
All that to say, open your high interest savings account.
But I think the
today.
thing is, like with your 20s, like to that point, it's like, I think it's up to each person to decide, like, this is your life. Like, if you
Yeah.
want to do
Yeah.
the expensive wedding, go for it.
Well, even I'd actually say maybe my most irresponsible financial decision was making the podcast because I spent a lot of money doing that, but I have hashtag no regrets.
But the
So-
podcast got
we
us
had
our
so much
jobs
fun.
now, which we're
Exactly,
making way
which
more
made the
than
money
we
back.
invested.
So
Yeah.
it ended up being worth it. I just think if you have the means, like we're very lucky that we have the means to like, you know, we make money and we can use it for ourselves for fun purposes. Like we don't have a ton of responsibility. We're very grateful for that.
yeah.
Not everyone's like that at this age, but like we had that ability and we had things that we wanted to try and we just did it. And honestly, like I don't regret it. So
No.
even if it was expensive, but
Yeah.
I have all those memories.
And I think it's
But I
always
also
like,
see savings as like a little game.
yeah,
It's like how much can you save?
yeah.
Like even like my mom will sometimes ask, she was like, "How much is your savings account?" And I'll tell her, I'll be like, "Yeah, that's right."
I think it's also like your 20s, like
Mine
everyone's in
wouldn't
a
be a very
different financial situation.
number.
So it's like just about being respectful with your friends. Like,
Yeah.
You know, go to
Yeah.
the cheapest place to eat.
I
Like,
also-
if you're
yeah,
going
like
with your
my-
Yeah,
friends,
my friends
like,
are great with
Thankfully,
that.
my
You know,
friends are,
just-
yeah, like our friends are great at like, oh, I don't really feel like
yeah.
paying
You know
for
where's
dinner.
Our friends are
you
good
know
at
where
going
the
out,
place
doing
is
dinner.
to do this? Chipotle kids meal. $11 lunch downtown
Oh my
Toronto.
goodness.
There's nothing else like it.
Nothing else like it except for maybe sushi in Union.
Yes, you can get sushi too.
There's
but
really good sushi in Union for $8.
$11 Chipotle kids meal. You get chips. You get a drink. You get like 3 sides, and you can like fill it up with like you get protein. So you can get protein. I get
perfect.
want to know my order. No one asked. But chicken, sour cream, either salsa or sometimes cheese, depending on the day. And then you get 2 little soft shell tortillas. And it's build your own, so it's a bit overstimulating, but it's worth it.
Hair has to go up.
Hair has to go up. But then you have a drink. You get like a fountain drink, free fountain drink.
And you get chips,
and guacamole, $11.
so you finish your tacos
Best thing ever.
and then you can like do the chip thing.
See, the whole
So me and my
thing-
friends, we go there a lot.
The whole time
Because
we
we
were
all want to
talking-
save money.
The whole time you were talking about that, I was overthinking about my Saturn return.
Return.
Sorry, I'm the devil over here.
Let me
I
live, Linda.
Was going
the
to
devil
say.
wears gray.
Sorry.
Yeah, seriously.
Anything else you're overthinking or?
Well, yeah, I'm scared because
Oh,
like I've
shouldn't
had
have
so
asked.
many moments in my life where like things have really broken down. I'm like, man, like if the Saturn return is when things break down, I'm like, I'm thinking in my head,
Maybe
like,
you've
what's
paid
it
your
gonna
dues
be?
already, man.
I'm trying.
Listen,
She's grinding it out.
I'm
so
grinding
that-
it out, man.
maybe you should
That's
cause
what the
some
20s are
chaos
about.
now.
No, I've already had enough chaos.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I've
Wow,
gotta-
that was a really strong no.
I was going to say something though. I saw this funny meme about taxes and how, you know, it's hard to understand, you know, as people in this world, someone like myself, where these things don't come very naturally to me. Which side of the brain is it that's like supposed to be numbers and
Left
taxes and
side?
stuff?
Don't ask me that question.
I didn't
Left
ask
side,
you. Did I look at you?
analytical,
No.
logical side. Left side.
Wow. The sass is hot today.
The sass is on. I'm sorry. But sorry, left brain?
Yes.
Yeah. Whatever side that is, mine isn't well used. I'm more the, you know, we screenwrite, marketing girl, you know, it's all
Yeah.
that side.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Okay.
like calculator for basic multiplication.
Yeah.
What's 3
Um,
times 3?
3 times 3? 9.
Took you too long to answer that.
3, 6, 9.
There you go.
Yeah, I got to use my fingers a lot for that.
Yeah.
It's not good. I'm not proud of it, okay? Anyway, what I was going to say though is I saw this meme about tax season and how in school they don't like why
They don't
aren't-
teach
Like
us.
I know this is a conversation people have had before and maybe people are sick of it, but why aren't we taught about taxes? And the
Because
meme
children
was
don't pay taxes.
but the meme was I know, but then the children become adults who then have to pay
Well, I
taxes.
know.
It's crazy.
It
but
is crazy.
Anyway, I
That's what
saw this
accountants are
funny
for.
I know, but I saw this funny meme and it was like, oh, thank God they didn't teach us about taxes. Like every time parallelogram season comes up, like I'm well prepared. And I was like,
That's
so
a
true.
funny joke.
I know, but I thought I was like, that's so true. Like, why were we learning about shapes?
True. Yes. No, I understand.
If we're being honest. Like, I know what an isosceles triangle is, but I don't know if the government's going to come for me, you know?
When I started making money,
It's rude.
like as a teenager, one of the biggest things that outraged me was the taxes.
Yeah.
How much of your income you get taxed. And then I literally was researching where I could go that I'd get the least amount of taxes. and then I was
so
like, I'm
you.
going to move
Maddie
there.
like rage quitting and just like jetting
yeah,
off somewhere.
seriously. Like
Sorry,
Monaco,
guys, time check. I
Florida,
think we're out of time.
Vegas.
Sorry.
Okay.
But just so you know, we got to wrap up this finance
This
talk
stimulating conversation.
about
about
finances.
And Saturn returns.
Comment down below if it's return or return. I'm curious.
I'm not curious. I know what it is.
You think it's return?
I think
When
a lot
have
of
you
people
ever
do
said
think it's
return before this podcast?
Watch any TV show, and I'm pretty sure it's just going to be return.
Return.
I gotta look at it. Imagine Ava and I are wrong.
That'd be pretty
I'll own
embarrassing.
up to it.
Return to Terabithia.
I will own up to it. I'm not someone like I'm okay.
Yeah, not
to be right.
return. Return.
Return.
Or
I feel like I was just like this the whole time. Oops, sorry.
return to. Is that from Bridge to Terabithia?
Bridge to Terabithia.
Return to Bridge to. Is it? Oh no.
Return to which mountain?
Return to which mountain? No, it's return to which mountain, not
There you go.
return to which mountain.
Return. Sorry, guys.
Okay. We'll let this, we're going to carry this on the car ride home. But nice to listen, everyone. Thanks for listening.
I hope you have a good
Divas.
Saturn. return.
Oh, she made a choice. That was a defiant choice.
statement.
That was a statement and a half.
That was a statement.
But I hope everyone's feeling okay about their money. Thinking of y'all. Bye.